Speeding Bulletin. My name is Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. This is all the Superman related news that happened during the week October 31st to November 6th, 2008. In movie news, Chuck the Movie Guy conducted a video interview with Brandon Routh about his new movie Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which is directed by Kevin Smith. Towards the end of the interview, Brandon confirms he's still uncertain about what's happening with the next Superman movie and whether or not he's still involved. In TV news, Superman homepage writer Peter McDermott has updated the Smallville episode guide with his summary of the most recent Season 8 episode, Identity, while Neal Bailey and Douglas Trumbull have written their reviews for this same episode, with Neal surprising many fans by giving this episode a 1 out of 5, while Doug liked it a lot more, giving it a 4.5 out of 5. The 8th episode of Smallville Season 8 aired in the US on Thursday, November 6th, titled Bloodline. In this episode, the Arctic crystal is anonymously delivered to Clark, and it sends him and Lois to the Phantom Zone, where they run into Kara. She returns Lois to Earth, but inadvertently releases Zod's wife, who takes over Lois's body and wreaks havoc on Metropolis. Look for our episode summary and reviews in the next few days. Actress Alex Johnson has been cast in the role of Saturn Girl for the upcoming Legion episode of Smallville. The 22-year-old singer-actress is best known for her role in the TV series Instant Star. No word yet on who has been cast in the roles of Lightning Lad and Cosmic Boy, although we believe that the characters won't actually be referred to as Saturn Girl, Cosmic Boy and Lightning Lad, but will rather be called by their real names, Imra, Rock and Garth. Legion, which is written by Superman comic book writer Geoff Johns, is expected to air on November 27th in the US. And for Smallville fans living in the UK, the Season 8 premiere will air on Channel E4 on Tuesday, November 11th at 9 PM. Warner Home Video released the back cover artwork for the upcoming The All-New Super Friends Hour Season 1 Volume 2 DVD. Scheduled for a January 27, 2009 release date, the two-disc collection will feature 32 more episodes from 1977's The All-New Super Friends Hour cartoon series. Now to the comics. Gary Frank spoke to Newsarama.com about his work on the Brainiac story in Action Comics, specifically on the death of Jonathan Kent, while IGN.com posted a lengthy interview with writer Geoff Johns discussing with him the details of his recent Brainiac story and the current new Krypton story crossing over between Action Comics Superman and Supergirl. He speaks about how Kryptonians loyal to Zod might make life difficult for the son of Jor-El. Newsarama.com caught up with artist Phil Noto to talk to him about his work on the new miniseries Superman Supergirl Maelstrom. He said, "I think this is a great example of the relationship between Superman and Supergirl. Superman, because of the Red Sun, isn't invincible, and I think that makes for an interesting role reversal in which Supergirl has to be the protector somewhat." Superman comics we reviewed this month included Superman 681, which was reviewed by Neal Bailey, who gave it a 2 out of 5, saying, "Strange meetings and chance encounters. Problem being, they're just kind of odd, and not really that compelling." Superman Batman 53 was reviewed by Michael Bailey, who asked, "Is this really what DC wants to do with this title?" and gave this issue a 2 out of 5. Michael also reviewed Justice League of America number 26, giving it a 4 out of 5, saying, "Despite a rather abrupt ending, this was a satisfying end to the Second Coming story." Superman and Batman vs. Vampires and Werewolves number 2 was reviewed by Ralph Silver, who said, "Just like last issue, there is a dark and sinister tone to this book that makes for compelling reading," and he rated it a 4 out of 5. Trinity number 22 was reviewed by Jeffrey, Barry and Neal, with Jeffrey giving it a 2 out of 5 and Barry and Neal giving it an unhappy 1 out of 5. Barry Fryman reviewed DC Universe Decisions number 4, giving it a 2 out of 5, saying, "There is no point to this miniseries at all." Superman comics shipping this week from November 5 include Adventure Comics Special featuring The Guardian, Justice Society of America number 20 has an alternate cover available, Superman Supergirl Maelstrom number 1, Trinity number 23, Superman vs. Brainiac trade paperback, Superman Batman Series 6 action figures. In other news, Jeff Trexler has updated his blog at Newsarama.com to report that dates have been set to finalise the trial over the rights to Superman between the Siegel family and DC Comics. On January 12, 2009, the issue at stake will be the Siegels' claim that DC Comics, Warner Brothers, Time Warner and other companies connected to the Superman properties are all alter egos. As for any amounts that Siegel may be owed from exploitation of the material in Action Comics #1, the date set for trial in regards to accounting of profits is March 24, 2009. A new range of t-shirts proves that Superman's appeal is worldwide. Allposters.com has a selection of Superman t-shirts featuring the flags of many of the world's nations. Included in the list is Australia, Mexico, Italy, Ireland, Germany, Great Britain, Greece, Canada, Scotland, Wales, and of course the United States of America. Even the United Nations has a shirt. Superman homepage reviewer James Lance continues reviewing story arcs from the 1940 Superman radio series. This week he took a look at the Monkey Burglar story, which sees Superman and Batman investigating a thief who has been using acrobatics to enter the windows of apartments of well-to-do people in Metropolis. On November 9th, Superman collector Jamie Regal will be digging into the archives and displaying various items from his private collection at the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage in Beechwood, Ohio. The Zap Pow Bam superhero exhibit is also at the Maltz Museum, along with the Siegel and Schuster exhibit in the main gallery. The exhibit is free with museum admission. Superman homepage Super Trivia Quiz has been updated for another month. The 3 questions we're asking you this month are: fill in the blank in the following Lex Luthor quote from Superman the movie. Do you know why the number is so vitally descriptive of both you and me? It's your weight and my IQ. Second question is: the pre-crisis comic book character Kristen Wells is better known by what name? And third question is: Aaron Ashmore plays Jimmy Olsen on Smallville. What is the name of the character his brother Shawn Ashmore portrayed in the TV series? Come by the website now if you think you can answer all 3 questions. Superman homepage reporter Adam DeChannel attended a special press screening event for Mortal Kombat vs DC Universe at the Soho Hotel in London this week. Come by the website now to check out a new video released by Midway which shows 3 different combat modes available in the game. Thanks to Top Trumps, the Superman homepage was pleased to be able to give away 20 Top Trumps DC Superheroes 2 decks. If you missed out, don't worry. Top Trumps has given us another 20 Top Trumps DC Superheroes 2 decks to give away. To enter the contest, all you have to do is correctly answer the giveaway question on the contest page. Entries close midnight, Monday, December 1st. Last but by no means least, we launched our 8th annual awards ceremony for the world of Superman. The Shield Awards give you, the fans, the opportunity to voice your opinions about comics with a 2008 cover date, Superman-related TV shows, and Superman merchandise released in 2008. By voting in the 2008 Shield Awards, you automatically go into the draw for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate from SupermanSuperstore.com. Voting began on November 3rd and ends midnight December 1st, 2008, so get voting. And that was all the Superman-related news for the week October 31st and November 6th. I'm Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com.
Hello! Okay, I lied. I'm doing one more in this office because I've got to do a couple before I go. Anyway, Supergirl! Da-da-da-da! Issue 34. I think the last one I read was 6. And I'm suddenly picking it up again. Why am I suddenly picking it up again? Because it rocks. It's got character. It's got a point. It's got a supporting cast. Who knew it was that easy? Chapter 2. I think Steve knew. And about 90% of the fan base. Well, anyway, you'd think someone like Banshee would be a pretty boring character to do a first issue about, or you'd think that Cat Grant as a villain wouldn't pop, but I think it's the character work that makes it work, and Lana Lang identifying as an outsider, it's just really, really great stuff. And then the end page, spoiler, with Supergirl coming out as Linda Lang. I like it, I dig it, I very much like it. So, in other words, I'm picking it up, and I recommend you do too. Looks like Soup Paddles are heading in a good direction. Ow!
Bailey Planet is sponsored by Gibbo.